flight defines a season like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Cavaliers will put total leather and will get started. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's in open space downfield. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, to the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Looking to throw for it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QBC's easy access. I'm going to throw the football. My receiver's got a little bit of space. He can get the first down. I'd like to see the defense.
There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field.
And it's blocked. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's take a minute here and think about Virginia. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Courtney. Fighting off the defender. Turning it on. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup, but the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
The give to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Power football with the run. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to run for it. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. Not even a moment of anxiety in that decision. 4th and 1? Yep, we're going.
Well, this isn't even a discussion in the headset. Like, this is automatic, autopilot. Like,
he's taking the shot. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wake.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Cavaliers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Oh, look out on the right. The 30. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wake.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. And the Cavaliers in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. Makes the catch. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Courtney. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to run it. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
On the direct snap, it's Adams. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Good turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Cincinnati has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Nippert Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Louisiana Tech. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quickly complete. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. The sure hands. It's Courtney. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. The Cavaliers want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's the pressure. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. The 30. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, using the quick game.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads it downfield. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. And the Cavaliers getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Makes the grab, and there's room. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Trying to get behind the defense. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. Breaks into the open. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
It's good. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. From the gun, the running back has it. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Demon Deacons will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One
play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Cavaliers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Still looking, on the move. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. And understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down. New set of downs.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking to fire. Steps away. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Pringle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
The Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to Johnson. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. And they take it in for 6 more points. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop it. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming.
Makes a grab past the marker. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. They recover their own fumble, but doesn't do them a lot of good as it was 4th down and they'll give up the ball.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Virginia! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a third down play. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got his man downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Demon Deacons with the 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down, using his legs to buy some time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got it! Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats. And you got to get locked into the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wake Forest. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
A strike downfield. There he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Takes a shot. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Going right and going deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Now facing a third and long. Wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
On the run, it's Courtney. Quick step and go. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for
running room in the middle. The 30, the 20, the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The offense changing the play. They'll crank up this drive with a pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. And it'll be incomplete. Got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
He wants a big play here late. Got him, and nobody's close. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Got his man. He's like a loose bowler, just caroms his way to the 32. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Going to sling it on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. One more play to pad the stats.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
Looking downfield, it's Adams. Under fire. He's got his man. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.